unedited, unfiltered, raw. Welcome to my motherfucking YouTube channel. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be showing y'all what I'm eating for breakfast today. So what we got here is a can of potatoes, government potatoes. Back when I used to live in the projects with my mom, essentially got these motherfuckers and she gave them to me when I moved out. So I don't let food go to waste, so it is what it is. I don't know what the expiration date is on that, but it's cool, whatever. Got some potatoes. I typically like my potatoes whole with the skin on, nuke it in the microwave. And I got some beef liver. As you can see, it's got a lot of juice on it. I'll lift it in the air right now real quick. I'm gonna just eat the potato solo dolo before I soak up that plate. So beef liver, 150 calories, 26 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat. And then I got these potatoes. This whole meal is 310 calories. With the sauce that I'm gonna use, the sugar-free, it'll be 320 to 325. I don't use that much. I just want to tell you guys, the reason why I'm doing this little series where I also record my food and yap and all this shit is because, like, if you really look at like a lot of these YouTubers that, or any content creator that does what they eat in a day, it's somehow still extremely vague. You know, it's like somehow you're still like, this is vague. I don't know what they're eating to get there. Now, are these potatoes something that I want to eat all the time? Like, I love potatoes, but I love potatoes with the skin on. So this is lacking the fiber. According to this can, this has 6 grams of fiber, but I doubt it. Where's the skin? You know, I seasoned this up with some steak seasoning, large seasoned salt, and some garlic powder. Doesn't even need sauce. And then I got this beef liver from Walmart, the frozen aisle. And all you do, man, is essentially the frozen aisle at Walmart. It comes in a pack, and there's typically 4 individual slices like this in there. I put it in the Instant Pot. Typically, I wouldn't do that because I like to get my beef liver a little bloody. And when you put it in the Instant Pot like that, you're not gonna really get like a thorough cook fully. You're not gonna get this, like, you know, you might not get it to the rareness or medium rare the way you like it. I like mine like medium rare, more on the rare side when it comes to beef liver. It's some good shit, man. So today's breakfast, man, some beef liver and potatoes. Can't go wrong with this shit, bro. Beef liver is actually pretty cheap. I had a slice yesterday, and from my understanding, you're not even supposed to have that much. Like, I should not be eating this today because I had it yesterday, but I don't give a fuck. This shit tastes good. And, you know, in my country, we call this jigar. Jigar. So this is called jigar in Farsi. And typically how we cook this bitch up, we don't put it in the Instant Pot like my lazy ass. We put it over a flame and essentially like a medium rare, like an open flame, like you're making kebabs and shit. Super fire. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the texture right now. And I love beef liver. Is like liver in general is one of my favorite things to eat, bro. I don't like the texture because the way I made it in the Instant Pot and it's not fresh. Liver is like really like one of those things where you do want it to be like medium rare. It just tastes good, bro. I know there's some people who don't like it. They think it tastes too gamey. But I love it. I love it. And I put it too long in the microwave. Look at that shit. There's nothing rare about this shit. It's actually irritating the fuck out of me. Maybe I should take the time next time and cook it to my liking, you know, not be so lazy. I want some of this juice. Ooh, that's some good shit. And I could have just put it in there for a little less time, but you know, you live and you learn. But yeah, man, I want to show you all this because it's like, you want to see it on the day to day, not just a like perfect what I eat in a day. A lot of these people that curate their what they eat in a day is based on the perception of like how you're going to take the information. Some of these people have like eating disorders and stuff. Let's just call a spade a spade. But on their what they eat in a day is to give you something that's palatable for the audience. And there's nothing wrong with eating cauliflower rice because I eat it. But they'll show what they eat in a day, and it's nothing like that. And then on their actual days, they're probably not eating nowhere near as healthy, or adding their healthy fats and all that. So they just don't want to be criticized, dog. I mean, I'm giving y'all a sauce. Free game. I don't got the best physique in the world, but I'm a pretty healthy guy. It's better than a motherfucker being vague. $160 calories for this, and 4 grams of protein, plus 26 grams of protein for the beef liver, and 4 grams of fat. So that's where I got the calories from. Oaky needs to go in the microwave a little longer. I'm gonna get more seasoned salt. BRB. I love seasoned salt. What I'm not a big fan about this shit though, is that one of the first ingredients on seasoned salt is salt, sugar, and spices. So when it says salt, sugar, and spices, I'm not one of these like motherfuckers who are like trying to be super anal and everything, but that means it has a heavy amount of sugar in here. And it says 0 calories, right? Like, look, 0 calories. But, take that of what you will and just be kind of gentle with it, Don't go too crazy. Because they say if the food ingredient list is one of the first 3 on the list, that means they heavily put a decent amount of that ingredient in there. So it has sugar in there. And it's 0 calorie for that serving size. But you can legally, sorry, I'm talking while I'm eating. Manufacturers can legally put 0 calories if they round down from, 5 or whatever the case is. But still, it's not that much. It's at an insignificant amount to where it's not going to affect the, hopefully you're not dousing the whole shit with seasoned salt. That's why I like to buy individual seasonings and not really pre-made seasonings, because of shit like that. It do be hella inconvenient though when you gotta get like 10 different seasonings and mix it up all at once. But hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. These potatoes are actually not bad at all. This is actually an extremely nutrient-dense meal. And like, where's the fats though? I have fat throughout the day, bro. And these potatoes, I eat low fat, but I have it a little throughout the day. Potatoes are supposedly the most filling food on this planet, according to a study. And then beef liver is one of the most nutrient dense things on the planet too. So we'll see how that affects satiety. So yeah, but also you can't expect like a 320 calorie or 30 calorie meal to fill you up. So there's give and take, bro. There's a 700 calorie meal I make. If I really want to, like, be super locked the fuck in. If I eat that for breakfast, I'll be locked in till like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Not even hungry. which is nuts because even if I have a 700 calorie meal, I'll still be hungry by like 1 or 2 p.m. or 12ish. But this one I make something different about it. I might have to show y'all, not to put y'all on game. It was an experiment I did one time. That's if you just really want to be on the diet and not give a fuck. You just want to cut fast. Me, I'm enjoying the ride, bro. I don't want to be fatigued. I don't want to rebound. I don't want none of that bullshit. Where you go too restrictive and say that meal that you eat really does work for you. Like say you have a restrictive meal you eat and say like typically you want your diet to be at 1,800 calories, but you feel the same level of fullness at 1,500, and then you diet down really quickly. The problem is like once you go back to eating those foods, it's like you're gonna feel like, you're gonna feel like lethargic and tired. First of all, because you're just not getting enough calories, and then two, when you go back to eating those foods, those other foods, you might spiral out, and then you always result to dieting on that one like mono meal type of food, and that's just not good either. It just creates this like weird cycle. So that's why I'm keeping my calories at like 1,800 to 2,000 and just enjoying the diet slowly. Until next time, world. Peace.